Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of Mobile Task Force Delta 7, codename Bookkeepers, and welcome back to another SCP document review. In the SCP we will be reviewing today is SCP-7705. Level 3 Confidential. Containment Class Keter. Disruption Class Amida 5. Risk Class Notice 1. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-7705 is to be utilized in Foundation operations as a means of recruiting suitable personnel for Site-79's Mathematics Department. Recruitment posters alluding to Napkin math are to be issued and distributed to mathematics programs at institutions of higher learning, attributed to the Standard Computing Program. In the event that SCP-7705 is suitably proven to exist in mundane science, Disinformation Protocol DIP-7705 is to be enacted. DIP-7705 entails an immediate media effort centered around SCP-7705 as a psychological phenomenon. All evidence to the contrary is to be suppressed via amnestics, due to the potential expansion of research into phenomena easily verifiable as anomalous. Description: SCP-7705 refers to a significant degradation of mathematical skills in humans when utilizing a table napkin as a medium upon which to conduct written work. SCP-7705 is believed to result in at least $26.5 million in financial losses per year, as well as at least 2 recorded fatalities in human spaceflight. Notably, SCP-7705 is a reliable method of identifying members of the public who hold a high cognitive resistance value. Therefore, the derivative napkin test is to be administered to all personnel entering the mathematics department stationed at Site-79. SCP-7705 is also believed to instill a higher degree of confidence than usual in calculations inscribed on a napkin. Numerous cases of violence rooted in mathematics have since been traced to SCP-7705. There are 3 well-documented instances of violence originating with the SCP. On August 11, 1983, Dr. Andrea Sherman, professor of mathematics at Indiana University, reportedly became agitated while dining in the cafeteria. Sherman, while gesturing to a napkin bearing a simple algebraic mistake, seized the knife and stabbed it through the hand of a graduate student, Helen Ehrlich. Ehrlich was hospitalized and Sherman charged with assault, record of which has since been expunged by a Foundation order. On October 4th, 1986, Agent Bill Regent was assigned to Provisional Site 506 in New York City. While attempting to explain the source of a nearby modulated signal to a colleague and radio operator Kenneth Pierce, Regent became belligerent. Regent traveled outside and assaulted a television presenter, in his confusion believing the presenter to be Agent Pierce. According to Pierce, an argument began after challenging Regent's calculations on a napkin. On June 4th, 2014, Mohammed Bayezid, pilot of a private jet in Kuwait, attempted to calculate his trajectory mid-flight on a paper napkin given to him with his lunch at the previous airport. Bayezid would later stray into Iranian airspace, where he was forced to land. He insisted that the maps were wrong and slapped a police officer across the face. Addendum: on August 22, 2023, a grievous error in the size of metal cylinders used for the transport of an anomalous liquid sample, see SCP-7502, resulted in the death of several personnel when the cylinders ruptured. Dr. Lane Petrie, whose calculations caused the error as a result of SCP-7705, was brought before the Foundation Provisional Court, or FPC, to assess the extent of their culpability for the accident. Proceedings begin. FPC consists of 11 site directors, attending virtually, in addition to an unidentified member of the Overwatch Command. And here we have the conversation between the O5 personnel, Dr. Petrie, Director Belkova of Site-103, and Director Ball of Site-116. Dr. Petrie, please take a seat. The court is instructed to keep an open mind and regard this case with impartiality. Dr. Petrie, please explain your actions on August 22nd. Well, I was getting my things together for the morning, since I was flying out to 43 for the day, when I saw the email asking for cylinder specs. I decided to take care of it in the cafeteria. Surely you must have felt pretty confident in your calculations if you thought you could do them so hastily as that, right? Oh, absolutely, sir. I don't think I fully conveyed how, without this SCP, this sort of thing is just second nature to me. And I don't mean that as a brag. I can't make this kind of mistake if I tried, but I look down at that napkin and I would swear on my mother that it's accurate. I feel attacked even now when you say it isn't, and it's all more upsetting when you explain why it's wrong. Interesting testimony, but it can't account for why you did this in such a hurry. If you had taken the time, is it not true you would have used a calculator rather than a napkin? Which, mind you, is the source of a known anomaly. I can say with certainty that I have never heard of this anomaly before yesterday. But sir, let me get to my point. I don't think the napkin is the source of the anomaly. I think it's me. I'm sorry, you? August 11th, 1983. The first instance of SCP-7705. Yes, it's on the file here. Sir, that's the date of my birth. I'd hardly call that conclusive. Independent of the source, I'd still like to know why you would take a shortcut on such a critical safety measure. It's not, as I said before, a shortcut. This is something anyone, even without a math degree, should be able to do in a hurry. Well, this has been very interesting, but the idea of you being a harmless little SCP yourself, who needs our help rather than our ire, is just a tad convenient, don't you think? Director, if you believe Dr. Petrie is acting in malice, please express your opinion privately. I'm gonna ask for a motion to be done with this nonsense and call a verdict now. Overseer, please call for a motion. Does anyone object to the rendering of a verdict? There is silence. Members of the court, please record your votes electronically. Beeping is heard. Petrie looks exhausted and resigned. By unanimous verdict, Dr. Petrie is found responsible for the August 22nd incident and is to be held in detention at Site-79 for a period of 33 months, as well as to pay... Wait! Does the offender wish to deliver an apology? No, I wish to admit that I had a bit of mustard on my face from lunch. I hope that did not undermine the credibility of my testimony. Most of the members of the court appear irritated by Petrie's stalling. The O5 personnel resume scribbling calculations of the financial penalty. Total fines will accumulate to, Petrie lifts a piece of paper from his dossier and wipes the mustard off his upper lip with it, using the paper as a napkin. 96 cents. I'm sorry, what? All members of the court become agitated and vehemently argue the total calculated on paper, now subject to SCP-7705. Further attempts by other members also fail, save for Belkova, who uses a digital spreadsheet. Belkova's voice is drowned out. All members have turned their attention from Dr. Petrie. What kind of idiot would do math on a napkin? Dr. Petrie exits the room unobstructed with a wry smile on their face. SCP-7705 is now uncontained, and Dr. Petrie's whereabouts are unknown. Preparations are underway to explain the sudden obsolescence of ordinary printer paper in mathematics. And that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, and I'll see you next week with another document review. Bye.